What was going through your mind when the MC came up to find and to talk to the judges about how you did? What was going through your mind then?
Oh my gosh, we were all so scared, and we really wanted to impress them like we had in the previous auditions in Chicago. We really wanted to impress the judges, and luckily they were all impressed. We didn't get any bad criticism, but we were all a little scared about it.
I can imagine that's true. All right, how about you stepping up to the microphone there and tell everybody who you are?
Mackenzie Legan.
Mackenzie, how are you this morning?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing great. And who are you're the only one that's asked me that. Thank you very much. Who are your folks?
Tom Legan and Kelly Legan.
How long have you been a part of Innovative Force?
Since I was little, ever since we started doing acro.
Yeah, you've been involved in dance for a long time, haven't you?
Yes.
Did you imagine way back then, 8, 9 years ago, that you'd end up on the big stage in New York City?
No, I never thought this would happen to us. It's like a dream come true.
Which one of the judges was the most intimidating to you?
Howie Mandel scares me a lot, actually.
Why is that?
He's very honest. He tells you what he thinks.
And he has no hair.
No.
Yeah. People with no hair should not be... No, wait a minute, I have no hair. Never mind. Are you excited to be going back to New York?
Yes, I'm very excited.
Awesome. Well, good job.
Thank you.
All right, and who's next? How about you stepping up to the microphone here and telling everybody who you are? What's your name?
My name's Kaylin Keller.
Kaylin? You look somewhat outgoing there, are you?
Just a tad.
Just a tad. Where are you from?
I'm from Bonne Terre, Missouri.
How did you get involved in Innovative Force?
Actually, I became involved with Triplet and Preps 3 years ago, and then we just kind of started up when America's Got Talent started. So.
How did all this get started? Did you all audition, or did they come to you?
No, they came to us. They found a video of us on YouTube, and they asked us to be a part to audition. So we jumped right on it.
What was the first when they said, "Hey, do you want to be on America's Got Talent?" Did you just say, "Yeah, sure," or did you say, "Huh?" Or what went through your mind?
It was kind of like, "What? Is this real life?" or something like that. But no, we were excited about it. There were no questions asked about it. We just went for it.
Well, you did a great job. Who are your folks?
Amy and Jason Keller.
All right, thank you so much. Well, we go over here and have this young lady come up and join us on the microphone. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. Where are you from?
I'm from Deloche, Missouri.
And what's your name?
Caitlin Seaborn.
All right, Caitlin, tell us about Innovative Force. What do you like best about being all a part of this big group?
Well, like Chelsea said earlier, we're just a big family, and literally we are sisters. We spend countless hours together, so I think that's my favorite part, is that little Lydia here, she might be 8 years old, but she's my best friend.
Well, I watched the routine on America's Got Talent, and it's so precise. I would imagine your workouts have to be amazingly tough.
I mean, I guess.
Well, you're used to them, right?
Right.
Yeah. What's the toughest part of your workout?
Man, that's a good question. Probably if we make up a new stunt and we're trying to get to the point to where we get it all the time, I guess.
Throwing people in the air, there's got to be a lot of trust in that one, huh?
Oh, there's a lot of trust, but I think our little girls trust us for sure.
Well, you're hoping so, right?
I hope so. We throw them in the air.
That's right. And you got to catch. Throwing them's the easy part. It's the catching that's tough, right? Who are your parents?
Rocky, or Charles, and Jennifer Seaborn.
All right. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
All right. Well, we have you come on up here and introduce yourself. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. What's your name?
Alyssa Pfister.
Alyssa. Who are your parents?
Joe and Cindy Pfister.
What do they think about all this?
They love it. They're excited. We're all excited. So.
Now, what grade are you in at school?
I'm going to be a junior this year.
See, now you have big shoes to fill because your sister has been pretty good at this too, hasn't she?
Yes, my sister is good at this.
Tell us where she's at right now.
My sister is the captain of the dance team at the University of Columbus.
And you could say, well, that's nice, but have you ever been on America's Got Talent?
She's so jealous.
What do your mom and dad think of all this?
Oh, they're excited, and they're just like, well, you got your thing, now she has her thing. So.
What was more nervous for you, the auditions in Chicago or being on stage in New York?
I honestly think I wasn't really nervous either time, but I think the auditions in Chicago were a lot more exciting. But I was the most excited when we got through the elimination round.
But y'all aced it, you know that, don't you?
It was awesome. I'm glad we were the first ones through. We didn't have to wait and be
It's time to think about it, right? Okay. Well, thank you so much. All right, who's next? Would you like to come on up and say hi? Hi, what's your name? How are you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
How long have you been dancing?
I've been dancing ever since I was 5, so. And
how
I'm
old are you
13 now.
13?
So.
13? What part do you play? Does everybody have a designated role, or does everybody do everything?
Well, our little girls here are the flyers, and like our older girls are the bases. And this round, I got to be both. I got thrown to a swan thing, but I also like caught big stunts and stuff. So it's kind of both ways sometimes.
What do you prefer, being the flyer or the flyee?
Definitely the flyer. It's fun being like in the air and stuff. I miss it.
Have you heard when you're going back to New York yet?
No, they haven't really given that information out yet to us. So.
Now, you realize the grand prize here is like $1 million, right?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, what would you do with your share of $1 million?
I really haven't thought about that yet.
Spend it all on your mom?
Yeah, no. Well,
No?
no, I don't know.
We tried, Mom. We tried.
Maybe, I don't know.
Well, thank you so much. Who are your parents, by the way? We forgot to ask you that.
Molly Miller and Scott Hibbets.
All right, thank you so much. All right, who hasn't talked yet? You haven't talked yet. Come on up here.
Hi.
Hi, what's your name?
Kayla Sandlin.
Kayla, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Now, it's a it's a young group when you can be. How old are you?
I'm 19.
You're 19, and you're like the old folks of the group, aren't
Yeah, grandmas.
you? How long have you been on this team?
Well, I've been dancing since I was like 3, and I've been with this studio pretty much the whole time. So I mean,
Are you kind of like, in addition to being a dancer, almost like a coach too sometimes for the younger ones?
I mean, sometimes kind of like the older sister, mom role, kind of like, you know.
Yeah, 19 and a mom to 25 other kids, right?
Yeah.
What was it like being in New York for you?
It was a lot different. You know, I'd never been to a big city like that. I'm used to little Farmington, so being around all those like buildings everywhere, it was kind of scary at first. And like my mom wasn't there at first. I was there for a few days alone. But then when she got there, it got better. But at first, I was really kind of nervous about it.
Did you ever once in New York City see any grass?
No.
What was your favorite thing to see in New York?
I guess just the stage, really.
The stage? Well, you didn't get to do much sightseeing?
Not really much. I mean, we got to see Ground Zero. That was really interesting.
That had to
Yeah.
be a little bit intimidating, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But you had fun?
Yeah.
Ready to go back?
Oh, yeah.
Ready to kick some butt?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Who are your folks?
Candy and Sheldon Husk.
All right, thank you so much. All right, who's not, you haven't been on the air. Come on up and say hi. This girl I see at the Farmington Civic Center, on a slow day, she runs 14 miles. Hi, what's your name?
Hi, Maggie Vogelsang.
Maggie, how are you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
And who are your folks?
Bob and Beth Vogelsang.
I know Bob Vogelsang very, very well. Tell us how long you've been a part of this team.
I've danced with Teresa and Michelle since I was 3.
How good are they as coaches?
Huh?
How good are they as coaches?
Oh, they're great.
What do they teach you? What are some things that they've really taught you?
Well, I've always spent so much time at the studio, so they've become quite like a second family, if not like first family. So
Now, are you in college yet?
yeah, I go to SEMO.
SEMO? So what's it like juggling going to college away from this area and being a part of this dance team back here? Is that tough?
Yeah, at first when me and Kayla both go to SEMO, so we got the email while we were at college that we got to America's Got Talent. So it was kind of intimidating at first because we're like, how are we going to do this? But I mean, we carpooled back and forth and made it work.
How long does a typical practice last for you girls?
If we're lucky, less than 6 hours.
6 hours?
Oh, yeah.
I don't even sleep 6 hours. Holy smokes. I bet you're pretty tired at the end of the day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it gets tough.
And congratulations to you.
Thank you.
All right, who hasn't spoken yet? Come on up here and say hi to everyone. The whole world wants to hear from you. This is Innovative Force, by the way, joining us on the radio. What's your name?
Haley Teasley.
Haley, how are you?
I'm great.
Good. What was it like being on stage, knowing people from coast to coast and around the world were watching you?
It's kind of surreal, but you know, we got up there and we did what we loved and we did our best, so it was really cool.
Once everything started, once your performance started, did something just click and it was like, okay, let's just do the routine?
Well, you know, we compete and stuff, so it was kind of like a competition, just a lot bigger, and we always push our hardest, so.
What kind of relief was it after everything was over and you got backstage? What did you all do? Did you all just kind of go, whew, or were you just still excited?
I think a lot of us were still really excited. You know, we're hugging each other, like crying.
Well, there was a lot of people back here that were crying too. Do you guys realize how much Facebook blew up after you all performed? There had to be 500 posts on Facebook within like 10 minutes. Were you all aware of any of that was going on?
No.
It was probably a good thing, huh? Where do you go to school at?
Central.
Central? How many Lady Rebels are there here?
I'm the only one.
Oh.
Representing.
Do they let you know that every now and then?
No.
Not too bad. Well, congratulations. Who are your parents?
Jason Teasley and Crystal Lilly.
All right, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Now, Miss Danley, I don't think you've been up here on the microphone yet. Why don't you? And I know you're not shy, so why don't you come up and your name?
Macy Danley.
Macy, how are you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
You probably had the biggest cheerleader of this whole group in your brother.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that. He got a little emotional.
He did get a little emotional. We're talking about Trey here, but what was it like for you to be in New York City? You're just a small town girl, Gifford Lumber. What was it like to be in New York City?
I'm kind of a country girl, like not a lot, but I like seeing grass and trees and fresh air. So for me, New York was definitely different. Not my favorite place, but Radio City was amazing, so I can't complain.
Was it a lot of fun just going through this whole experience?
It was, and you, like girls, wouldn't want to spend it with anybody else.
What was it like knowing that so many people back home were cheering you on so much?
It's amazing because we've never really had a lot of support. Like, people know we go to competitions and we perform at basketball games, but now people know that, like, this is what we take seriously and this is what we spend our time doing, so it meant a lot.
Did you get to see any of the other acts?
We did. We bonded with a lot of people backstage, so we're pretty excited to go back and see them all again.
Did you see the Sword Swallower?
We did. Yeah, he's different.
Did he practice for you while you were there? Did you say, show me how you do that?
He did a little bit, but we didn't really watch other people's acts until they were on stage, so we kind of sat with them in a Snapple room, and we just socialized and everything.
But they were all pretty cool?
Yeah.
Yeah. You were much better than the boy band, by the way, that was out there.
Oh,
yeah.
Thank you.
Has anybody not got a chance to say hi? Oh, come on up here. How are you?
Good.
What's your name?
Ella Pratt.
Ella, how are you doing?
Good.
Where are you from?
I'm from Bonne Terre, Missouri.
From Bonne Terre, Missouri. And you're representing today, too, right?
Yeah.
Who are your parents?
Brian and Brandy Pratt.
Are they all excited for you being on America's Got Talent and things like that?
They're really excited.
What was it like being on that? How old are you?
I'm 9.
Are you one of the younger ones here?
Yeah.
So what's it like being one of the younger ones with all these girls? Is it a lot of fun?
Yeah.
Are you learning a lot?
Mm-hmm.
How long have you been doing this?
I've only been at the studio for 3 years dancing with these girls, but I've been dancing since I was 2.
So when you walked into the studios for the first time at the age of 6, did you think there was even a chance you'd end up on national TV?
Mm-mm.
What are you going to do with your share of $1 million if you win?
I'm going to go buy a lot of American Girl doll stuff.
Well, that's pretty cool. Thank you so much for being here.
Welcome.
All right. Has anybody not got a chance to say hi? If so, come on up here. We want to say hi to you. Hi, what's your name?
Abby Winch.
Abby, how are you doing?
I'm good.
And where are you from?
Farmington, Missouri.
And who are your parents?
Angie and James Winch.
Now, your mom's a principal, right?
Yes.
Yes. So did she make you do extra credit if you didn't get it right?
Yeah, I guess so.
I bet you she made sure you got all your homework and stuff done, too, all these years of going to practice, right?
Yes.
Yeah. What was it like for you being on the big stage?
It was very intimidating at first, but once we had a couple run-throughs on it, it was really thrilling and exciting.
Will you do the same routine when you go back that you did this past time, or are you working up something special?
No, we have to create a new dance, and we'll be practicing really hard.
Are you bless you, by the way. When are you going back? You haven't heard, right?
Right. We have not.
Now, I
gotten
understand
any
there's something
information.
special coming up Thursday at CC's Pizza, too.
Yes, there is like a welcome home party for us at 6 at CC's.
And bless you again. That's not you sneezing, by the way. Let's to make sure you know that. And I understand like 10% of everything that's you charge, that CC's will charge, will go to helping you with your costs, right?
Yes.
Well, that's so everybody needs to go to CC's on Thursday, right?
Yes.
And you girls will all be there?
Yes.
All right. And we've got one more, I think, coming up. Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am great. What's your name?
Corinne Lilly.
Corinne Lilly. Where are you from, Corinne?
I'm from Farmington, Missouri.
From Farmington, Missouri. And tell us about your part on Innovative Force. What's your job?
Well, I'm kind of an in-betweener. Like, I'll catch some big things, and then I can fly, do a lot.
How high up in the air do you all actually get?
Well, we can go pretty high. It depends on what we do.
How high is pretty high? Like 5 feet, 10 feet?
17.
17? So who measured?
Oh, well, we kind of just estimated.
Estimate, okay. Are you excited about getting back there?
Yeah.
Yeah, being a part of. What was it like being on national TV?
It was pretty nerve-wracking, but it was pretty fun, too.
You enjoyed it?
Yeah.
And who are your parents?
Crystal Lilly and Brad Lilly.
Did they get a chance to go with you?
My mom did.
So as soon as you got, was she waiting for you backstage? That was pretty important, wasn't it, to have her there?
Yeah.
Good support group?
Mm-hmm.
Were you happy with your performance?
I was pretty happy with our performance. I think we did really well.
I think you all did great, as a matter of fact. All right, have we gotten everybody? No. Oh, no, come on up here. Don't be shy. We want to hear from you. America's Got Talent, and America wants to hear from you. What's your name?
Olivia Miller.
Olivia, how are you doing?
I'm good.
You're happy to be here, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah. Where are you from, Olivia?
I'm from Farmington, Missouri.
And how long have you been a part of Innovative Force?
As soon as it started.
Wow, how long is that?
About since last January.
Last Jan. You guys have come a long way in a short period of time.
Yeah.
Holy smokes. What do you do with Innovative Force?
I'm kind of like she said, I'm an in-betweener. It just depends on like the stunt. It just depends if you're like tall enough or small enough for it.
What's the hardest part of being a part of this team?
Probably like the nerves and everything and like the practicing and everything. It's really hard on like getting up in the mornings and everything.
Practice for 6 hours? That's pretty much a full day, isn't it? And who are your parents?
Kelly Miller.
Kelly Miller? Will you tell her I said hello, okay?
Okay.
All right. Who's next? I can tell she's like so excited to be on the radio. You've been in front of 10 million people. You can come here and talk on the radio. Hi, what's your name?
Madeline Backer.
Madeline, how are you?
Good.
Good. Where are you from?
Farmington.
From Farmington. And what's your job on this Innovative Force team?
I'm the one who throws people up in the air.
That's fun, isn't it?
Very.
So if you get mad at someone, you throw them extra high?
I guess.
Yeah, you can. So treat her right is what you're saying, right? What do you like about being on this team? Is it fun?
I love being with all these kids. Well, they're not really kids. I don't know.
How old are you?
I'm 13.
13. Well, you're just a kid too. And who are your parents?
Cindy and Matt Backer.
Are they supporting you pretty good through all this?
Yeah.
You're probably, she's walking away from the microphone. I think she's done now. All right, have we gotten everyone? Who are we? Oh, well, everybody that hasn't talked, come on up here and say hi, okay?
Ellie.
Everybody, come on up. Hi, what's your name?
Madison Keller.
Madison, how are you doing?
Good.
Good. Where are you from?
Bonne Terre, Missouri.
From Bonne Terre. How did you get involved in Innovative Force?
Well, as soon as it started, like, I was walking home off the bus stop, and Kaylin, I walked through the front door, and Kaylin's like, guess what I just got from my mom? And I'm like, what? And she's like, well, you know that video from Perseverance on YouTube? And I'm like, yeah. And she goes, well, America's Got Talent found us on YouTube, and they said that they want us to come audition, so that's pretty cool.
Do you realize you're a celebrity now?
Yeah.
So what do you think's going to happen? You go to school at where?
North County.
In North County. What grade will you be in?
7th.
Now, do you realize when you go back to school, everybody's going to be stopping and talking to you and things like that?
I'll never be able to get to class.
Oh, my gosh. You're going to get autographs signed and everything like that. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah. Kind of.
You're a superstar. Who are your parents?
Amy and Jason Keller.
What do they think of all this?
They think that it's a big deal, and they always want everything to go right, I guess. I don't know.
Well, you did a great job. Thank you so much. All right, come on up. What's your name?
Emily Gosling.
Hello, Emily. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Great. Where are you from?
I'm from Farmington, Missouri.
And what's your job? Are you one of the persons that get tossed in the air, too?
Yes.
Yeah. What goes through your mind when you're 17 feet in the air?
Oh my gosh, are they going to catch me? But they do.
Now, you're probably in the air all of about 2 or 3 seconds, but it feels a lot longer, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Holy smokes. Do you enjoy being on this team?
I do a lot.
What grade are you in?
I'm in 6th grade.
And just like the person we talked to before, you realize when you go back to school, everybody's going to want to shake your hand and pat you on the back.
Yes.
Are you
I'm
looking forward to that? Yeah. You don't mind signing autographs, do you?
Mm-mm.
Not at all. Who are your parents?
My parents are Marquita and Todd Gosling.
And have they supported you throughout all this?
Very much, yes.
Are they going to get to go to New York with you?
My mom is.
It's good to have her there, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It's good support. Are you ready to go back?
Oh, yeah.
Excellent. Thank you so much. All right, who do we have coming up next? Hi. What's your name?
Peyton McLeod.
Peyton, how are you doing?
Good.
Good. Where are you from?
Farmington, Missouri.
And what grade are you in?
6th.
You had to think about it? Yeah. I'm not sure what grade I'm in either, so don't feel too bad. What was it like for you being a part of America's Got Talent?
Well, I think it's a good opportunity for everybody to get to be on the team.
You learned a lot, didn't you?
Yeah.
Now, you figure if you can handle being on a national TV show where people from all over the world were watching, you can probably handle anything from here on out, can't you?
Yeah.
And who are your parents again?
Amy and Bub McLeod.
And how have they helped you out through all this? Have they just been there for you?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, who's next? Hello there. How are you?
Hi, I'm good.
Good. And what's your name?
Allie Wadlow.
Allie, how are you enjoying your summer other than being a part of America's Got Talent
Well,
and
I
being
didn't
a
really
superstar?
get much of a summer. We've been at practice like 40 hours a week.
When did you first find out you were going to be on America's Got Talent?
When we auditioned?
I mean, how long ago was that?
Oh, well, we got the call in like November-ish.
And you started working on this right from there?
Yeah.
Everybody kept talking about how big the ceilings were in New York. How big were those ceilings?
I don't even know.
Huge?
Like, I couldn't see the top of it.
Well, how did you practice for that? How tall are this? Where do you guys work out at?
We work out at our studio.
And where is that at? Is it in Farmington or?
It's like behind
right on the line.
Oh, by Sam Sisms?
Mm-hmm.
How tall are the ceilings there?
I think they're like 20 foot.
So you had plenty of room to get tossed
Yeah.
in the air. Now, are you a tosser or a tossee?
I base them.
You base them? Okay. You don't want to go 17 feet in the air? No. And who are your folks?
My mom's Laura Wadlow.
And is she going to be going to New York with you?
Yeah.
Excellent, excellent. All right, who's coming up next?
That's it.
Oh, we've got everybody? Yeah. Well, girls, congratulations on moving on to the semifinals of America's Got Talent. You all did a fabulous job, and I'll guarantee you one thing. You'll have a whole lot of folks back here watching you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.